A. Smith Show starts right now.
Every weekday, over the airwaves of ESPN Radio and ESPN News, 250 plus markets across the United States of America. Check your AM/FM listening nearest you, plus ESPN Radio on Sirius XM. Channel 80, plus ESPN Radio simulcast over the live national television airwaves of the ESPN News. Number to call as always is 888-ESPN at 888-729-3776. The Stephen A. Smith Show on ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Quote, buy and save on home insurance with Progressive's Home Quote Explorer, only at Progressive.com. Time for Straight Talk, brought to you by Straight Talk Wireless. It is time. It is time. The month of October is here. Now, I won't believe it to all of you. Damn it, the baseball regular season is too long, too many damn games. And there is an infrequent nature that comes along with it in terms of me catching the games. I am not Michael K. I don't call practically 162 games a year for the New York Yankees. I am not Noah LaGreca. I do not come over to the national airwaves believing about a New York Mets team in my heart. I ain't going any damn place, even though they had a respectable season finishing up 86-76. And Van Wagen and their GM made the right call by not getting rid of their manager or overhauling their roster. But the fact of the matter is, it is October. And the basketball-loving, football-crazed, boxing-lover that I am gets my baseball fix. It's the one time. It's the one time. JC, don't ignore me when I'm talking to you. Not you, Jonathan Winthrop. It's the one time during the year where if you are a native New Yorker, you look forward to this month. Even though the summer's ending. Even though fall has officially arrived. You're looking forward to baseball. Because then we know the Knicks ain't going to do anything. We're prayerful that the Nets will do something now that they got a basketball team in Brooklyn. We know good and damn well, no matter even if you got a new quarterback nicknamed Danny Dimes. Giants ain't going no damn place. Jets ain't going no damn place. It's the one time. This next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's the one time. If you are a New Yorker and you are a sports fan, this is when you get your fix because the New York Yankees, who smacked 306 home runs this year, who personified and epitomized what the Bronx Bombers really stands for. It's their time now. It's their time. I know they're going against the Minnesota Twin Squad that set a Major League record with 307 home runs. I don't care. This is what it's all about. This is what we live for. And if you read the New York Daily News today, and you listen to them talk about team MVP to be TJ LeMahieu, I mean, come on now. We appreciate what he brings to the table, particularly when he did so, offsetting a slew of injuries that came the Yankees' way by playing 3 different damn positions and being pretty damn good at all of them. 103 wins on the year, but 31 injured players, including Aaron Judge, including Luis Severino. Didn't matter. The Yankees handled their business up to this point, and thank the good Lord and the heavenly stars that they don't have to wait to play just one game like the Nationals and the Brewers had to do last night. Thank God for that. Because bottom line, I'm one of those people, and I know Tim Kirkjian, MLB aficionado and insider extraordinaire, scheduled to be on this show 30 minutes past this hour. I know he doesn't mind the one game. Steven, it's so exciting. I don't particularly care. I don't believe that you should play 162 games, and then one game is all it takes for you to be eliminated. A one-game playoff. I think that's blasphemous. At least let them have a best 3 or 5. Don't do it to them like one night and that's it. That ain't right. But I'll tell you this. You're the New York Yankees. Time to handle your business. Your best season since 2009. First time you won a division, I think, since 2012. You got a Cy Young candidate in James Paxton. I got news for you. He ain't winning nothing. He's been sensational in August and September. A 10-0 record with a 2.51 ERA. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? He ain't Houston. Because if you're a Yankee fan, Houston, we have a problem. I don't think Minnesota will be a problem. Minnesota's never managed to beat the Yankees when it counts. Every time the Yankees face them in the postseason, they handle their business. I expect the same. But them damn Houston Astros, with Justin Verlander, Jarrett Cole, Zach Greinke, I don't see the Yankees dealing with that. I'll be the first to admit it. I'll be praying. I'll be on my knees praying that the Yankees will somehow, some way find a way to overcome that. Because we all know pitching wins in October, and nobody has it like the Astros. Nobody. Cole and Verlander are going to finish 1 and 2 in the American League Cy Young Award. It's a fact. It's undeniable. There's no reason to deny. It makes no sense. And if you're the Yankees, you got 2 hopes. 3, actually. The Bronx Bombers have got to show up against the Twins, and then against who I believe will be the Astros, whether it's against the A's or the Rays. And somehow, some way, it'll come down to the Yankees and Astros again. Maybe a thrilling ALCS the way it was a couple of years ago when it took the Astros 7 games to take the Yankees out. Yankees were an entirely different team at Yankee Stadium compared to what they were on the road. But you got to show up. Enough's enough. Rays got the lowest payroll in Major League Baseball, and they're in the postseason. You're the Yankees, got one of the highest. Handle your business. Don't be the second coming of the Dodgers. That's right, I said it. I ain't forget about you, Dodgers fans. I ain't forget about you. Ain't won a World Series since 1988. Lost back-to-back World Series to Houston and Boston. I ain't forget you. Got some pitching this year. It's nice. Particularly with Kershaw and Buehler. I get it. But we'll find out. We'll find out. Should handle your business against the Nationals. But we'll find out. We will find out. Back to the Yankees. I'm suspect about my New York Yankees because I don't like their damn rotation. I really, really don't. I don't care about the fact that Tanaka's back. I really, really don't. I don't care about the fact that, Severino's supposed to be able to do that. I don't trust them. I don't trust any of them. I don't trust any of the Yankees pitchers. I really don't. And German being out because of domestic violence, I don't like that. I am not a happy man. You're going to need those bats, but you're also going to need your rotation to at least get you to the middle of your bullpen. They got to give you at least 5 innings. They got to give you 5 innings. That doesn't happen. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. You can't get the ball in the hands with Aroldis Chapman with a lead. I don't know what. And by the way, I ain't sold on him. I know he's pretty damn good. Nice article written in the New York Daily News today. I see the numbers. I see him being old Mr. Reliable. I get it. I understand it. I truly do. Saved at least 30 games every season, except for 2017. And his 37 this year was just one behind Roberto Osuna for the American League. I get it. I understand it. But he's no Mariano Rivera. And somehow, some way, you just get the impression that when big hitters need to get a big hit, you can pull it off on Chapman. I just do. That's just how I feel. It's just a feeling. It's just a feeling. But it is time. It is time for the Yankees to step up. It is time for them to handle their business. You better not lose to the Twins. You better. I don't give a damn about their 307 home runs. You better not lose to. I swear. You better not lose to them. You better not. Handle your business. Yankees, stand up. Yankees, stand up. Yankees, stand up. It's time. You ain't been without a World Series since 2009. Boston has won since then. The Cubs have won it since then. Curses have been erased. 17, a century old. Curses have been erased. In a span that you haven't won anything. Enough's enough. It has to stop now. You're all we have, Yankees. You're all we have. We don't have the Jets. Danny Dimes ain't ready yet, and neither the Giants. Don't get me started with them damn New York Knicks. Kevin Durant ain't playing this year, and even if he is, he ain't going to be 100%. You're all we have. You're all we have. You got to come through. You got to do it. Now is the time. This is it. You got to find a way to get it done. You just have to do it. 888-SAY ESPN. It's 888-729-3776. Dodgers, I could be talking about you in the same breath, but I don't give a damn whether you get it done or not because I ain't no damn Dodgers fan. I ain't rooting against you unless it's against the Yankees, but hey, I don't expect much of you. I'm not going to lie. Somebody got to say it, so I'll do it. We expect you to lose, Dodgers. We just do. I mean, what have you really done? 106 games, I get that. Got the second best record in baseball, I get that. But look, you're accustomed to losing. Best record in the National League, I got all of that. So what? You still got those videos of Kirk Gibson from 30 years ago because that's all you've got to rely upon. There's nothing reason to fall back on. You've got pitching. Everybody's been talking about that. But guess what? It ain't better than Houston's pitching. Line here from the LA Times. From the LA Times, pitching wins in October. And the Astros start with Justin Verlander, Jarrett Cole, and Zach Greinke. Verlander and Cole will win the American League Cy Young. Either one of them will win the American League Cy Young Award winner. The other will finish second. All true. All true. Cole led the league in earned run average. Verlander ranked second, and Greinke would have been third had he pitched the entire season in the American League. That's true. It's true. 2014, Detroit Tigers roared to the playoffs. Reading right from the LA Times. Roared to the playoffs with his rotation. Verlander, Max Scherzer, and David Price. Those pitchers have combined to win 5 Cy Young Awards. But the Tigers were swept in the first round. They lost 2 one-run games. Their bullpen was abominable. They scored 10 runs in 3 games. See what I'm talking about? And then when you look at the Dodgers with Kershaw, Buehler, and what? Engine rule? What does that get you? I'm just looking at the Dodgers right now, and I'm saying, excuse me, you can be had. Last night I watched the Nationals come back from a game. Come back from a game against the Milwaukee Brewers. Grendel, Dodgers former catcher from last year, smacks a first inning shot off for Scherzer. Almost hit a second shot. Couldn't get under the curveball enough. Almost hit a second shot. Guess what happened, y'all? Fifth inning, 77 pitches in. Scherzer looked completely gassed. I'm watching him, and I'm like, yeah, how much does he have left? Oh, my goodness. This is after 77 pitches. Scherzer looked completely gassed. So I look at that, right? And then I saw Steven Strasburg come in relief for the first time in his career on any level. Never did it in his professional career, ever. Did well, pitched 3 shutout innings. And then obviously Corbin came in and closed the deal. But this is what happened. Bases get loaded, bottom of the 8th. You got Hader in for Milwaukee. He's supposed to shut it down. He's their ace. Hits one batter with a pitch. Gives up a bloop single, walks another. And the next thing you know, this kid, 20 years old, Juan Soto, comes in, smacks a shot to right field. Should have been a single. Probably would have scored 2 runs and tied the game. But it would not have been something where you gave up the go-ahead run. That wouldn't have happened. And the reason that wouldn't have happened was because guess what? You wouldn't have committed, if you hadn't committed the error, the go-ahead run wouldn't have scored. But Grisham did just that. Looked like a weird bounce when the ball hit the grass in the right field and then ricocheted a little bit, but he didn't get under it. Bottom line, ball got past him. Third run came in. Go-ahead run, and ultimately they were able to hold on. They win the game 4-3, advance to the NLDS against the Los Angeles Dodgers, a series that they are widely expected to lose because the Dodgers just have too many horses. Then you look at Atlanta and St. Louis get to go against one another. This kid Flaherty got a 0.91 ERA since the All-Star break. See, it's stuff like that that scares me. Because just one ace, let alone 2 or 3. Just one of them could just ruin everything. We saw Bumgarner ruin it for everybody a few years back when they beat Kansas City, when San Francisco beat Kansas City. Bumgarner ended up pitching the game 7, pitched 3 games that series. This is what happens when you got one ace. One. Damn Astros got 3. Yankees, none. And even though Kershaw is an ace, that's during the regular season. During the postseason, we all know Kershaw ain't no ace. Even though I think he gets a bad rap from time to time because he certainly isn't god-awful. There are times when Kershaw clearly isn't what we're accustomed to seeing him be in the regular season because in that Southern California sunshine, when he's constantly thrown on the hill, you got to wonder whether or not he gets worn down with all of that. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But in the end, what it comes down to more than anything else is that this is the Yankees' time. My ideal world, my dream would be the Yankees facing the Dodgers in the World Series. I would love that. Somehow, some way, I think it's going to be a rematch of 2 years ago with Houston and L.A. It remains to be seen. Maybe the Braves, just maybe, the Atlanta Braves might be able to pull off something. Led by Soroka. Maybe they can pull it off. They can score runs. They can pitch a little bit. They have the potential to make things interesting. Atlanta being back in the World Series would be interesting to see. I don't know. They won 5 more games more than St. Louis. We'll find out. But I think it's real easy to surmise that with Verlander, Cole, and Greinke, each having pitched 200 innings plus this year, 3 of only 8 major league pitchers to pitch at least 208 innings this year. They're all on the damn Astros. Every one of them. Astros clearly should be the favorites. Clearly are the favorites. The road to the World Series title has to go through Houston. And I don't know any squad that can get past that pitching. Maybe one night, not 2 or 3. That is my concern. I'm rooting hard for my Yankees. Period. I'm rooting hard for the Dodgers out of the National League. Period. because I want the Yankees-Dodgers. But Houston is standing in everybody's way. And I don't know. And listen, and they usually say love and all of that other stuff that comes with it usually distracts professional athletes. Well, I got news for y'all. Y'all better stand up and give a salute to Kate Upton. Because I don't know about the rest of y'all, but she hasn't touched Justin Verlander in a negative way at all. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, she's the Giselle of Major League Baseball. Just like Tom Brady was succeeding all of these years with Giselle, that's exactly what Verlander's doing with Kate Upton. I salute that woman because Verlander don't look any worse. He's my favorite pitcher in baseball, by the way. I love Verlander. Just love him. I don't like the fact that he's not a Yankee, but that's about it. I love everything else about Verlander. And his decision-making, obviously, is impeccable. 888-SAY-ESPN. That's 888-729-3776. You listen live to Stephen A. ESPN Radio, ESPN News. A little bit later on in the show, we'll get into a little bit more of last night's Nationals-Brewers game, not from the game's perspective, but really from Major League Baseball. That crowd that showed up at the ballpark to watch the Nationals last night, 41,000 strong. That was a beautiful, beautiful thing to see. Make no mistake about it. And you know what? Baseball needed it. But rather than hear that from me, I'll touch on that with the one and only Tim Kirkjian, our resident baseball analyst and insider extraordinaire. He's up next with Stephen A., ESPN Radio, ESPN News. Hopefully he won't start laughing at me because he always laughs at me when he has bad news to deliver to me about my New York Yankees. We'll see. We shall see. By the way, when it comes to hiring, you don't have time to waste. You need to get to your short list of qualified candidates, you know. Fast, I might add. That's why you need Indeed.com. Post a job in minutes, set of screening questions based on your job requirements, then zero in on qualified candidates using an intuitive online dashboard. Your time is precious, so let Indeed help you or help get you to your short list of qualified candidates. And discover why more than 3 million businesses use Indeed for hiring. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire. That's Indeed.com/hire. The satisfying crunch of Nature Valley Crunchy Bars can keep your family going, which means more outside fun for you. And with whole grain oats and real delicious honey, it's real tasty too. Nature Valley Oats and Honey Crunchy